Plenty of intelligent people lose money in the market. They read the news, follow the hot tips, buy what is rising and sell what is falling. They feel clever doing it. And over time, they underperform, panic at the bottom, get greedy at the top, and watch their money shrink while telling themselves they were just unlucky. Meanwhile, some of the most successful investors in history were not the most brilliant or the fastest. They were the most disciplined. They followed a few unglamorous principles, controlled their emotions, and let time do the work. Today's book is the classic text behind that disciplined approach, written by the man who taught some of the greatest investors who ever lived. Its message is not about predicting the market or getting rich quick. It is about a sound way of investing that protects you from loss and from your own worst instincts. Because in investing, your biggest enemy is usually not the market, it is you. This is the heart of this book by Benjamin Graham, often called the father of value investing, whose ideas shaped generations of the world's most successful investors. Graham was not interested in exciting bets or clever predictions. He was interested in a sound, rational approach to growing wealth while protecting it from serious loss. His philosophy is built on discipline, patience, and a clear understanding of the difference between real investing and mere gambling. His core claim is this: true investing is based on careful analysis, the safety of your money, and a reasonable return. Anything else, chasing prices, following tips, betting on short-term moves, is speculation, however respectable it looks. The intelligent investor focuses on the underlying value of what they buy, demands a margin of safety, ignores the market's emotional swings, and above all, masters their own emotions. Do this, and you do not need to be brilliant to succeed. You need to be disciplined, patient, and sensible over a long time. The first idea is the foundation, and most people get it wrong without realizing. There is a crucial difference between investing and speculating. Graham defines investing as an activity based on thorough analysis that promises safety of your principal and an adequate return. Anything that does not meet these standards is speculation. The danger is that most people speculate while believing they are investing. They buy a stock because it is going up or because someone tipped it with no real understanding of the underlying business. That is not investing. That is betting dressed up in respectable clothes. So the first step is honesty about what you are actually doing. The intelligent investor commits firmly to genuine investing, grounded in analysis and the protection of capital, and avoids the speculation that masquerades as it. Knowing the difference is where sound investing begins. The second idea is Graham's most famous image, and it changes how you see the market forever. Picture the market as an emotional business partner. Imagine you co-own a business with a partner who, every single day, offers to buy your share or sell you his, at a price he names. The trouble is, this partner is wildly moody. Some days he is euphoric and quotes absurdly high prices. Other days he is despairing and offers to sell you his share for almost nothing. His prices swing on his emotions, not on the real value of the business. This is exactly how the stock market behaves. It quotes you a price every day, driven by collective emotion, fear, and greed. The intelligent investor's insight is this: the market is there to serve you, not to instruct you. You do not have to act on its mood. When it offers wonderful businesses at panicked low prices, you can buy. When it offers absurdly high prices in its euphoria, you can sell or simply ignore it. Use its swings to your advantage. The third idea is, for Graham, the central principle of sound investing: the margin of safety. The idea is simple. Never buy something at its full estimated value. Always insist on buying it for meaningfully less than you believe it is worth. That gap between the price you pay And the real value you estimate is your margin of safety. It is your cushion against error, bad luck, and the limits of your own judgment. Because no one can value a business perfectly, and the future is uncertain. If you pay full price and your estimate is even slightly wrong, you lose. But if you bought with a wide margin, you have room to be wrong and still come out fine. So make the margin of safety a non-negotiable rule. This single discipline protects you from permanent loss more than any other because it assumes you will sometimes be wrong and prepares for it in advance. The fourth idea follows directly. Pay attention to what a business is worth, not just what its price is doing. Most people fixate entirely on price. They buy because the price is rising and sell because it is falling, treating the price chart as if it were reality. Graham insists that price and value are not the same thing. The intelligent investor estimates that underlying value through careful analysis of the actual business, then compares it with the price the market is offering. When the price is well below the value, that is opportunity. When the price is far above the value, that is danger, no matter how exciting the rise feels. So train yourself to look past the price movements to the substance underneath. Ask what the business is really worth, based on its fundamentals, not on its recent price action. Buy genuine value at a discount and ignore the seductive but meaningless dance of short-term prices. The fifth idea is the practical path for most people. Graham describes the defensive investor. He distinguishes two types: the enterprising investor, willing to put in significant time and effort to actively analyze and select investments, and the defensive investor, who wants a sound, low-effort approach. Most people are and should be defensive. For the defensive investor, the path is steady and unglamorous. Broad diversification, so no single mistake can ruin you. A simple, consistent strategy, investing regularly over time rather than trying to time the market. This includes investing a fixed amount at regular intervals, regardless of what the market is doing, which smooths out the highs and lows. So if you are like most people, embrace the defensive approach. Diversify broadly, invest steadily, keep it simple, and do not try to outsmart the market. Through discipline and patience rather than brilliance, you can achieve sound results with far less stress. The sixth idea is perhaps the most important and the most humbling. The biggest threat to your success is your own emotions. Graham observed that the investor's chief problem and even worst enemy is likely to be themselves. People buy at the top out of greed and sell at the bottom out of panic, doing exactly the opposite of what they should. This means emotional discipline matters more than intelligence or analysis. The brilliant investor who panics is worse off than the average one who stays calm. Mastering your own fear and greed is the true skill, so the real work is internal. Build the discipline to stick to your principles when everyone around you is euphoric or terrified. The investor who does not get greedy at the top or fearful at the bottom has the single greatest advantage there is. The seventh idea ties it all together. Invest for the long term and tune out the constant noise. Sound investing is not about quick wins, but about steady growth over years and decades. In the short term, the market is driven by emotion and is wildly unpredictable. Over the long term, value tends to win out. This means the daily news, the constant predictions, the breathless commentary about what the market will do next is mostly noise. It feeds the emotions that destroy investors. The intelligent investor largely ignores it, staying focused on their long-term plan and the underlying value of their holdings. So extend your horizon, stop reacting to every headline and price wiggle. Let compounding and the eventual triumph of value do their slow, powerful work. The investor who can ignore the noise, stay disciplined, and remain patient over the long run will almost always outperform the one who is constantly reacting. In investing, time and temperament, not cleverness and activity, are what build lasting wealth. Before we talk about using this, three hard truths. The first, most people speculate while believing they invest, buying because a price is rising or a tip sounds good, with no understanding of a real value, is gambling, however respectable it feels. And gambling over time loses. The second, following the market's mood is a path to buying high and selling low. The market is an emotional partner, not a wise guide. Let its euphoria and panic become yours, and you will do the exact opposite of what works. The third, your emotions, not the market, are your greatest enemy. Greed at the top and fear at the bottom destroy more wealth than any crash. Without the discipline to master your own psychology, no amount of analysis will save you. So how do you invest intelligently? In practice. Start by committing to genuine investing over speculation. Only put money into things you have actually analyzed and understand. Adopt the mindset of the moody market partner. See daily prices as offers you may take or ignore, not as truth. Always demand a margin of safety and focus on real value rather than price action. For most, embrace the defensive approach. Diversify broadly, invest a fixed amount steadily over time, keep it simple, and think in decades. Above all, master your emotions and ignore the noise. Here is a concrete example. Imagine someone who keeps losing money by chasing hot stocks, buying when everyone is excited and selling in a panic when prices fall. Applying this book, they change completely. They stop speculating and commit to sound, diversified, long-term investing. They invest a steady amount every month, refusing to react to the market's moods and demand a margin of safety. Most importantly, they discipline their own fear and greed. Over the years, while their old approach lost money, this calm, disciplined one steadily builds real wealth, proving Graham's point that temperament beats brilliance. First, invest, do not speculate, and demand a margin of safety. Only commit money based on real analysis, safety, and reasonable return, never on tips and price chasing. And always buy for meaningfully less than something is worth. Second, use the market, do not obey it. Focus on the underlying value of what you own, not the price swings, and let the market's panic and euphoria create your opportunities rather than dictate your actions. Third, master yourself and think long-term. Your own greed and fear are your greatest enemy, so build the discipline to stay calm when others are not. Be a steady, diversified, defensive investor and invest patiently for the decades ahead. The intelligent investor, in the end, is not a guide to getting rich quick. It is a guide to getting rich slowly and surely, while protecting yourself from ruin. Success in investing comes not from brilliance or prediction, but from discipline, patience, a margin of safety, and the mastery of your own emotions. Be sensible, stay calm, and let time do its work, and you can invest your way to lasting wealth. If you want the PDF notes used to break down this book, comment PDF below. When I see your comment, I will share the link so you can go through every key idea yourself and tell me in the comments which book you want decoded next. Your comment might decide the next video. This is Blood, Sweat, Gold, where luxury is earned, not inherited.